I'm more comfortable in jeans and a t-shirt, just blend in or whatever. But there are times in my life when I do need to stand out, and that's why a gold jacket works.
Yeah, I think it's really important to take up space in a room. I actually heard, it was from Amy Poehler's masterclass actually, and she said, make space for yourself in a room, take up space in a conversation or etc. Like make yourself heard and known, because a lot of people want to be humble and they're worried about pride and ego and all these things. I think that it's important to develop a personality and have the accessories and the clothes and the outfits to match, because it's actually kind of funny when I'm watching movies or TV or seeing people out in the street and everything else, you wouldn't necessarily know if that person was affluent or not based, you could assume based on their outfit. So you could be living in a very tiny home, with very modest means, but have a very affluent attitude. And I think that's kind of the idea of judge a book by its cover. It's what do you bring to the table? Are you showing up and presenting yourself in the best way possible? And I think that's what fashion can do for people.
What you wear matters, right? And for obvious reasons. And so you go and you might want to be the every guy, and that's your brand. But you also want to, you don't want to be seen like the guy sitting next to you in the audience just gets up and goes up on stage, right? You want to make it as if you're a little bit more special than that, right? you don't necessarily, you kind of want to sell yourself a bit more, right? And so that's where the whole branding aspect of it, and for instance, if you're going into a business meeting and you're meeting with a lawyer or something like that, depending on the circumstance, but often, a lawyer goes into the courtroom, you want that person to wear a nice business attire, right? Because it matches the role.
Yeah, and I guess it's a sign of respect. It is a sign of respect, not only to the event host and to the nature of the event, but to yourself to show up well-dressed and well-presented. And I think, again, it doesn't come back to money. It comes back to actually putting some effort forth and and having fun with what you can do with it, because you can literally do anything. So what do you think about androgynous fashion or flexibility in fashion? Can men wear skirts? Can women wear men's suits? I've seen even Gwyneth Paltrow, I think, wore that men's suit during the Oscars or some events, and it just, everybody was mind blown.
And personally, I don't care at all. I have a lot going in my life. I don't care what you do.
Yeah, cool. See, and that's the great thing. It's not pretentious. It doesn't have to be pretentious.
Yeah, but the women wearing masculine clothes is my favorite thing. I absolutely love that, because you go and you can have as you said, a suit or a dress shirt or something like that, and you belt it or you put a little bit of femininity into it. It's just absolutely stunning.
Yeah,
and for men wearing women's clothes, that's cool too. Who cares? If someone's going out and having fun, who cares what they do? It doesn't affect my fun or your fun or whatever, and it just is expressing that person's identity. But also the way that a lot of clothes are made, you almost can't even tell. Right?
That's so true.
Right? You almost can't even tell unless you really want to make us think about it. You have no idea what the
the intent.
gender and the intent of the initial thing is.